Hello everyone and Happy New Year. I am Debbie DiMartini with Thermal Body Scan in Santa Cruz for another episode of Let's Talk Shop. Today I want to talk a little bit about the differences in breast cancers and breast diseases and why thermography works well with all of those. One of the things I like to talk about when we're talking about mammography, which is what most women are familiar with, is that it is a test of anatomy. So it is looking into the body to locate and measure structure, i.e. it's looking for a tumor or a lump in your breast. With thermography, what we're doing is we're looking for developing blood supply. That blood supply has a different heat signature than the tissue surrounding it. I'm going to point to this behind me here. This is a good example of ductal carcinoma, which is probably the most common type of breast cancer that we see in women. You can see this hot red area here. That is the developing blood supply that is feeding that tumor. The tumor itself is this little kind of yellow area. Here, let me get you a little closer so you can see a little bit better. Here we go. So this is the developing blood supply here. And this kind of yellow and green area in the center is the tumor itself. Additionally, I'm going to pan down here. I'm going to talk a little bit about inflammatory breast cancer. Now, inflammatory breast cancer, that's this portion here, you can see is very hot. This does not typically show on a mammogram. So your mammogram will not see this, and the reason for that is it is not a lump cancer. So it's not a lump at all. The whole breast kind of goes bad. Additionally, this is usually a fast-moving cancer. It's very aggressive. Most women do not know that they have an inflammatory cancer until there is actually skin change on the exterior of the breast. So going back, I want to talk about why thermography differs and why those heat signatures are important. First and foremost, we hear a lot about mammography and false positives, which leads to a lot of women getting unnecessary biopsies and, in some cases, more importantly, a lot of panic and fear. And with thermography, because we're measuring temperature differentials in the breast, we can see a cancer that's being supported by a blood supply will have a different heat signature than, say, something like a fibrocystic breast, which is also an inflammatory condition, but the heat patterns are very different, and so we don't need to send the person for biopsy because we can see using those temperature differentials that it's a fibrocystic breast disease versus something else. So hopefully this helps explain a little bit about the differences and not being hit with false positives. Again, we're at Thermal Body Scan in Santa Cruz. We do breast thermography. We also do full body scans, area of interest scans, and we are located downtown Santa Cruz in the Galleria. My name is Debbie DiMartini, and I hope you check out my Facebook page as well as my website. I welcome questions. I like to get online and answer those for people. I may even include some of the great questions that I get on my blog series here. My website is www.thermalsc, that's THERMALSC.com. And thanks for joining me for this week's Let's Talk Shop.